Bonjour tout le monde, Charles Leroux, chiropraticien et président des bébés du Québec. Je vais vous parler spécifiquement de la journée, de la fin de semaine du 28-29 mars. Je suis en compagnie du Dr. Nima. Hi Nima, thanks for being with me on this call.
Bonjour tout le monde.
So Nima, can you first of all explain a little bit to us what exactly is the overview method, how you develop that, and say, go.
Well,
you can go.
basically, the overview method was created out of, it was born out of my own stress. We teach what we most want to learn, and I wanted to learn about how to handle my emotions, which is an extremely important skill that we do not learn in school. Emotional resiliency, emotional literacy, understanding why we feel how we feel. And because we don't realize that our behaviors in life, in practice, in our relationships, our behaviors towards money, our health behaviors, they're governed by hidden agendas and hidden motives that we are completely unconscious of. And I wanted to understand stress and my anxiety and my depression. I felt, within the first 2 years of practice, I fell under this really deep spell of anxiety, and I thought I was just alone. I thought I was just me. But as I've been talking to more and more people, I see it's a pandemic. This concept of, will I make it? Am I good enough? Do I belong? All of these feelings of inadequacies that were from our childhood stories of, failures, being bullied, being dumped by the person in high school, or being rejected. These things stay with us in a very unconscious way, and if we don't know how to deal with them, when we're met with challenges in practice, as I was met with challenges in my clinical setting, patients who didn't accept care, patients who didn't get better, slow periods of time, I turned around and I interpreted that as inadequacy from me, rather than putting my focus where it would be wiser to be. I was turning it around, and so I was paralyzed. I got to a point where I was paralyzed by anxiety, and I wanted to go and understand this concept of stress and anxiety and depression and feeling being on purpose. And I realized there was sometimes I was connected to my purpose, other times I wasn't. So studying John Demartini's work for the past 10 years and being a facilitator, I found so many amazing tools. So I took his method, with his permission, of course, and I distilled my favorite parts of them. And I took it from other methods that I've been doing that are all self-inquiry tools that you can basically, you have a workbook that you sit down, or a worksheet, you sit down and you answer 12 questions, and it completely gets you to reappraise and reevaluate your interpretation of the event, and then it turns into this immediate sense of fulfillment within yourself. You understand why you are exactly where you are. You own and take responsibility of your life, rather than blaming mother, father, preacher, teacher, and giving the power to somebody else in your story. You now are able to own your own life, and then you spark this creative side of you, this creative genius that's in you, where you want to be authentic and real and dance like you don't care who's watching. So dance not like no one's watching. Dance like you know that there's people watching, but their approval of you or their disapproval of you is not as meaningful. And I admit, I still struggle with that some days. I still do. But when I can appraise it, I can go, oh, there's my challenge. I can sit down, I do the work, I do it myself, I do the overview method myself, and then within 15-20 minutes, I quickly dissolve and neutralize any stressful thoughts, depressions, anger, resentment, feelings of loss, feelings of not worthiness, unworthiness, all of that, so that I can go ahead and serve my community, my tribe, my followers, whatever you have going for you. Your business can be served from a leader that is on purpose and really not running a story of suffering.
That's great, Nima. What I understand is when we are all in the same boat, and if we are under stress, we cannot be at 100%, so we need to find tools to be in the zone. And of course, we can't live 100% stress-free.
Correct.
But if we have tools and methods and we can observe ourselves, we will be better, way better chiropractors and way better person to serve people and serve others.
That's really what it comes down to. It's about taking that stress and dissolving it. And I made a very fascinating discovery, is that all the stresses that your patients come to and the stresses I was going through, it's not what's happening to us. It's our thoughts about what's happening to us. It's our interpretation. Well, a patient, you know, decides that they're going to discontinue care. You know, I used to interpret that as a failure on my part and rejection and all of that stuff. And these stories, I mean, as doctors, we're supposed to be above that, but you know, these stories of hurt stay with us unconsciously. And so this is a way, it's a tool. Because I'm lazy, I wanted the fastest way to cut to the chase, neutralize that belief, and then you now are in a higher state to be able to serve other people.
And it's not only for chiropractors, it can be for everybody, right?
Oh, it's for everybody. It's for chiropractors, because I am a chiropractor, so I understand the frustrations. I've been in practice for 13 years. I still own one of the largest multidisciplinary alternative wellness centers in the Lower Mainland, chiropractors, massage. Like, I have a multidisciplinary clinic of 25 people, so I know what stress is like. So it was my stresses that were the birth of finding a tool that could help me dissolve it, so that I could come to work feeling fulfilled. I could come to work knowing that what I'm doing is on the way to my greater purpose. And there's no better feeling than to know that what you're doing is adding value to the planet. You know, instead of what happened, the net result of the overview experience that you come to see is you learn a tool that helps you overcome this need for success and comparing yourself to other people and this concept of happiness that we're all chasing. I've put that away, and ever since I put away this concept of seeking happiness and success, I've completely focused on adding value. I just look around and I just see that the universe is taking me to these amazing heights that most would deem successful, but it's all because I stopped focusing on that and focused on adding value and finding meaning.
Great. That's why I'm so happy that you're coming in Quebec City on March 28 and 29. If people want to register to the BBs, they can go to bbsquebec.com, or if they want to know more about yourself and the overview method and maybe register on for the Sunday event, what I'm suggesting a lot, I'll be there. And
I discovered there's only one of me, so we have to limit it to the first 20 people that register. So we're going to limit it to the 20 people first 20 people that register for the overview experience. You're going to learn a tool that will profoundly change your life, and you become family. We become kind of like this. We get to be real in front of each other. You get to be authentic. I get to watch 20 people become real, and it's the most incredible journey. I can't believe that this has now become my reality, all because I've cleared certain resentments that were in the way from me fulfilling this dream.
So, thumbs up to you, Nima. So they can go to the people, you can click on the link just below the video.
The link is right there.
Great. Thanks a lot, and see you on our next call.
Absolutely. I look forward to it.
Ciao.